Hello and welcome to News 9 Live. The National Council of Educational Research and Training, in its new Class 12 Political Science and History textbook, has removed references to dislike of Hindu extremists for Mahatma Gandhi's pursuit of Hindu-Muslim unity. It has also removed paragraphs on banning the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh or the RSS after Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. The NCERT has also dropped reference of Brahmin to his assassin Nathuram Godse. Additionally, it has also removed chapters titled Kings and Chronicles and the Mughal courts from the medieval history textbooks of CBSE for Class 12. However, Director of NCERT, Dinesh Prasad Saklani, has strongly denied claims that chapters on Mughals were dropped. The revised textbooks published by the Council for the academic year 2023-24 reflect these changes.
दिनेश प्रसाद सकलानी हमारे साथ हैं। सर, जो बदलाव हुए हैं पाठ्यक्रम में उसको लेकर विवाद खड़ा हो गया है। तमाम लोग सवाल खड़े कर रहे हैं, एक्सपर्ट्स भी सवाल खड़े कर रहे हैं और पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स भी। सबसे बड़ा सवाल जो आ रहा है वो यही आ रहा है कि आपने मुगल दरबार जो है वो हटाया है, तो क्या जरूरत पड़ी? क्यों मुगल दरबार? अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि सिलेबस को कम करना था तो कुछ और चीजें भी हट सकती, लेकिन जिस पर सबसे ज्यादा विवाद हो सकता था वही चीजें क्यों हटाई गई? सबसे पहली
बात तो यह है कि सब लोग प्रश्न नहीं खड़े कर रहे हैं और न सारे एकेडमिशियन, कुछ सिलेक्टिव लोग प्रश्न कर रहे हैं, सिलेक्टिव प्रश्न कर रहे हैं। प्रश्न भी सिलेक्टिव हैं और लोग भी प्रश्न करने वाले सिलेक्टिव हैं, सारे ही लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं। पहली बात तो यह है। दूसरी बात यह है कि मैंने आपको स्पष्ट बताया है कि मुगल काल के लिए 12वीं की पुस्तक में 2 चैप्टर थे, एक थीम 8 था और एक थीम 9 था। थीम 8 में पीजेंट्स, जमींदार्स एंड द स्टेट, एग्रीरियन सोसाइटी एंड द मुगल एम्पायर, 16th एंड 17th सेंचुरी ये था। थीम 9 में किंग्स एंड क्रॉनिकल्स, मुगल कोर्ट, ये उसी 16th 17th सेंचुरी का था। अब ये बताइए, एक्सपर्ट ने इन 2 में से ये ठीक समझा कि भाई मुगल कोर्ट में किंग जो है कैसे बैठता है, क्या पहनता है, क्या उसके हायरार्की है, वो ज्यादा जरूरी है या उनके द्वारा जो काम किए गए हैं? टोडरमल बंदोबस्त था, रेवेन्यू सिस्टम अकबर के समय का, या 2 अस्पा सिस्टम था, जमींदारी का सिस्टम था, या मनसबदारी का सिस्टम था। ये सारे सिस्टम जो पढ़ाए जा रहे हैं, और इरफान हबीब ने तो मुगल काल की एग्रेरियन हिस्ट्री पे काम किया है ना, तो वो एग्रेरियन हिस्ट्री तो रखी गई है ना। क्या कृषि व्यवस्था थी, कृषकों की स्थिति क्या थी, उस समय किस प्रकार का व्यवस्था पीजेंट्स के लिए थी, जमींदार के लिए थी, क्या राज्य करता था, लगान व्यवस्था क्या थी, वो सब उन्हीं लोगों के लिए, उन्हीं बादशाहों का तो जिक्र है ना इसमें भी। चाहे अकबर हो, चाहे शाहजहां हो, और 15th सेंचुरी मतलब 16th 17th सेंचुरी सभी आ जाते हैं, बाबर से लेकर के औरंगजेब तक सब आ जाते हैं। तो सारा तो पढ़ाया जा रहा है ना इसमें चैप्टर 8 में। अब ये बोलना कि साहब वो किंग और कोर्ट हटा दिया, अगर हम उस समय एक्सपर्ट को ये लग रहा है कि भाई ये राजाओं ने क्या किया, इनके हरम थे, कोर्ट था, ये था, इस प्रकार की बात अगर नहीं पढ़ा सकते तो कोई बात नहीं, ना पढ़ाएं, मगर उन्होंने किया क्या है, कृषि के लिए क्या किया, किसानों के लिए क्या किया, जमींदार क्या थे, कैसे जमींदार काम करते थे,
ये किताब दिखाते हुए बताते,
ये सब व्यवस्था तो है ना, ये सारी व्यवस्था इसमें है, इस चैप्टर में सब कुछ है। उन्हीं बादशाहों का, बाबर से लेके औरंगजेब तक सबका तो इसमें है, जिक्र है। 16th 17th सेंचुरी में सब कवर हो जाते हैं ना, तो इसमें कौन सा बहुत बड़ी समस्या हो गई? कोई ऐसी बात है नहीं। और बच्चों को जितना जानना है और जो कुछ जानना है वो बड़ा उपयोगी है इस अध्याय में। अगर कोर्ट में बादशाह कैसे बैठ रहा है, कब आ रहा है, कब जा रहा है, और किस प्रकार का दरबार लगता है, उसको जानने से बढ़िया तो ज्यादा जरूरी है कि उसने क्या काम किए हैं, तो उनके बारे में तो पढ़ाया जा रहा है। तो वो एक्सपर्ट का व्यू था कि ये ना पढ़ा करके ये पढ़ाया जाए, तो एक चैप्टर हटाना था तो हट गया एक चैप्टर, जो उनको एक्सपर्ट को ठीक लगा और मेरी समझ से सबको ही ठीक लगेगा, तो इसलिए वो हटा है।
सर, उसमें जो आपने हटाया है वो मुगल शासक और उनका साम्राज्य, अकबरनामा, बादशाहनामा और आपने शासक इतिवृत्ति मुगल दरबार पूरा, और उसके साथ ही साथ आपने आदर्श राज्य की जो उनकी स्थापना थी, एक दैवीय प्रकाश, इस तरह की चीजें जो थी उसमें वो आपने हटाया। और खासकर सुलह कुल जो एकीकरण का एक स्रोत है जो बताया गया था उसके बारे में, वो भी आपने हटाया है। सामाजिक अनुबंध के रूप में न्यायपूर्ण प्रभु सत्ता, ये सब चीजें हटाई हैं। तो ये सब चीजें क्या
है कि देखिए, मैंने फिर बताया आपको कि ये एक्सपर्ट को जो लगा कि कौन क्या चीज पढ़नी चाहिए, तो ज्यादा जरूरी ये था कि किसानों की क्या स्थिति थी, क्या क्या केवल बादशाही ही सब कुछ है या प्रजा भी कुछ है। अगर प्रजा के बारे में बताया जा रहा है, प्रजा की, किसानों की स्थिति बताई जा रही है, और खेती कैसे होती थी, लोग कैसे जमींदार काम करते थे, जमींदारों का दर्जा क्या था, और वही बादशाह, उन्हीं बादशाहों का तो काम है नहीं ये जो पढ़ा रहे हैं, उनके बारे में तो पढ़ा ही रहे हैं ना। तो इसमें ये कुछ अगर सेलेक्ट करना है तो एक्सपर्ट ने जो ठीक समझा कमेटी ने, वो सेलेक्ट करके हटा दिया। अब दोनों चीजें नहीं पढ़ाई जा सकती थी, एक चीज पढ़ानी थी। तो उनको ये अच्छा लगा कि ये पढ़ाना है तो उन्होंने तय कर लिया। अब ये पब्लिक का अपना परसेप्शन कुछ लोगों का हो सकता है कि नहीं साहब, बादशाहों के बारे में ज्यादा पढ़ाया जाना चाहिए था, उनका दरबार ज्यादा अच्छा था। अरे ठीक है, कुछ लोगों के लिए अच्छा था तो कुछ के लिए खराब भी तो था ना। वो बात भी तो अगर पढ़ाते तो फिर क्या गलत था। अगर 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 कुछ लोगों के लिए दरबार अच्छा था तो कुछ के लिए खराब भी रहा होगा ना, तो वो चीज तो नहीं पढ़ाई जाती।
छात्र पढ़ने के बाद अगर तय करें क्या सही क्या गलत, तो
नहीं, छात्रों के पास इतना समय था तो वो पढ़ते थे ना आज तक। अब कोविड के बाद इतना समय नहीं था छात्रों के पास। छात्रों की स्थिति को देखते हुए तो ये किया गया कि जितना जरूरी है उतना पढ़ाया जाए। तो छात्र तो इतने सालों से पढ़ ही रहे थे, 2005 से किताबें बनी हुई थी तो पढ़ तो रहे थे ना अभी तक। अगर 4-6 महीने 1 साल नहीं पढ़ेंगे, और वो भी उनके पास इतना समय नहीं था कोविड की वजह से, अगर वो इस दौरान उसको नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो पढ़ने का सोर्स ही केवल ये किताब ही तो नहीं है ना। इसके अलावा ओपन सोर्स में बहुत मैटर है, और भी बहुत सारी पुस्तकें हैं, वो पढ़ सकते हैं ना, वो पढ़ सकते हैं। पुरानी पुस्तकें सारी उपलब्ध हैं, वो पढ़ सकते हैं अगर जिसको ज्यादा रुचि पढ़ना है तो। मगर वो परीक्षा का पार्ट ना बने, क्योंकि उस समय इतने सारे प्रश्न का जवाब देने में बच्चों के पास समय नहीं था और ना उनकी ऐसी स्थिति थी, इसलिए उसको उस नजरिए से हटाया गया। जिसको पढ़ना है वो तो पढ़ेगा ही, उसको कोई बैन थोड़ी है कि केवल सब सारा कुछ इसी किताब में तो नहीं आ सकता ना। जितना इसमें तर्क संगत समझा गया उतना रखा गया कुछ समय के लिए, वो भी बाकी पहले से तो पढ़ ही रहे थे, वो 2005 से पढ़ रहे थे। कोविड तो नहीं हुआ ना, पहले कोविड जब हुआ तो उसके बाद हटाया गया ना, सिलेक्शन की बात बाद में आई ना।
नहीं, ये बात उठ रही है कि हटाने को तो कुछ और भी हट सकता था, लेकिन मुगल दरबार पर ही,
मुगल दरबार से ही थोड़ी हटा है, और भी तो चैप्टर हटे हैं। पहले के प्राचीन भारत से भी बहुत सारी चीजें हटाई गई हैं, आधुनिक काल से भी हटाई गई हैं। केवल मुगलों को लेकर के क्यों विवाद खड़ा किया जाता है, क्यों सिलेक्टिव प्रश्न पूछे जाते हैं, क्यों जो है एक नजरिए से नहीं देखा जाए। विज्ञान में हटाया उसके बारे में क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं, गणित में हटाया उसके बारे में क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं, कॉमर्स में हटाया उसके बारे में क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं, इकोनॉमिक्स में हटाया उसके बारे में क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं, ज्योग्राफी में हटाया उसके बारे में क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं। केवल एक क्या यही चीज है क्या? तो इससे साफ स्पष्ट झलकता है कि कुछ लोगों का अपना कुछ नजरिया हो सकता है। एनसीईआरटी को इसमें कुछ नहीं कहना।
Well, the way history has been taught and read has become a bit of a controversial issue in this country. There have been allegations and counter-allegations from both sides. They say left historians sat there and distorted history, and there have been allegations from the other side to say that they are controlling what the children have to read. Let's now expand our discussion and get you experts to speak more on this. Joining me now is Sanjeev Unial, who's a political analyst, and also Professor Harjeet Kaur Bhatia, who's Professor of Educational Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia. A very warm welcome to both of you. I want to first start with what Mr. Saklani said. And I think that I have a problem with that, because you see, when you're studying a community, when you're studying anybody, you do study what they are wearing, what they are eating. It's a very important part of both history and anthropology to understand how cultures actually behave. Professor Kaur, would you agree that it is imperative that you discuss how the Mughals dressed, whether it changed over the years or not, but what is it they dressed and the way they behaved in the court? Professor.
Sudhaji, I would like to say that I would be looking at this exercise of rationalization not from the leftist point of view or rightist point of view, as this has been made a controversy about. I would like to comment on it as an academician, and what I feel is that whatever we have to teach our students should be based on what the representation of country should reflect. we have seen the history textbooks have been altered quite often in our country, and sometimes it has been said it is saffronization, sometimes it has been said that it is Marxist orientation.
Right.
What I want is there should be academic orientation, and let us not focus only on ancient period, Mughal period, or modern period, but we try to see the history in terms of, as you have rightly said, in terms of culture. And we are talking about democracy, we are talking about diversity. And if you feel that these have also been done away with, so we have to look into this exercise and see how it has to be done. Now,
Right.
it has been said that National Education Policy 2020 is recommending that we have to take away curriculum load. But at the same time, we also have to see the National Education Policy 2020 is also saying that we have to recognize and celebrate diversity. So
Absolutely.
whatever has been the history of our country, be it ancient time, be it Mughal, be it modern time, it has to be given right representation.
Very
Now,
well said,
adequate
Professor Kaur.
representation, if it is not given, and
Yeah.
if it is based on myths, again,
Yeah.
it is a problem area. We have to see how we can give to our children the legacy that our country has, and maybe it is in terms of culture or clothes, or it has to be in terms of various things, things, the subjects of
Right.
this country
You know,
have been.
I like what you said about that. You know, that you and I, all of us, hope that it's not based on myths, because the same controversy actually unfolded in Karnataka last year, where they felt that a lot of syllabi was based on myths. Mr. Uniyal, if I can get you in on this, you know, my whole problem is that I have also read history. So my whole point is that if you take out selectively certain chapters from the Mughals, it has a domino effect, doesn't it? I mean, if I'm going to pursue history in college and even in my master's, how do I understand the latter part of it? I mean, look at it. I mean, it's not even greats like, let us say, you know, Rana Pratap, or greats like Shivaji Maharaj. I can't understand them. After all, they fought, you know, they also fought. So I want to understand from you that is it really to the advantage of the student that you are rationalizing? Yeah, it's great that, you know, my studies have become very less. All of us would have liked it. But does it make any sense to do it in this sense, Mr. Uniyal?
Sudha, what I realize right now is that in totality, we have to see the things. First of all, due to COVID, because syllabus was supposed to be curtailed for every subject, as Saklani ji, director of NCERT, I think he was very correct, and he was unambiguously detailed that they have curtailed certain portions of geography, anthropology, sociology, every subject. So anthropology could not be one of the subject in 12th class. But since why certain people raise this question about Mughals only. And whenever there were 2 chapters of Mughals, first you talked about anthropology. Anthropology is 2 traits, physical anthropology and social anthropology. So physical part is something which is linked with the person, who is, how he is leading, what he is wearing, how he is coming, when he is coming to the court. So, but the second part is much more important. What was the social impact on the civilization, on the people of the people of the state, as well as armed citizens? The common citizens have been affected by the policy of that Mughal Samrat. That was much more important. Instead of talking about a person, we are talking about the system, how system he changed due to his activities, due to his policy. So that Saklani ji was, I think he was interested to say. And I am fully agreed that if something has been distorted or misunderstood, like Irfan has given clear cut what Saklani ji also said, that he has worked a lot on social anthropology, social part of the people of this Mughals. So they have not deleted that part. So if out of 2 parts, 2 chapters, one has to curtail certain subject, certain part of that book, because due to COVID.
Yeah, but Mr. Uniyal, unfortunately, it has become very political. You know, I mean, you and I and the students maybe don't want it to be political, but willy-nilly it has. I mean, let's listen into what the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge who actually slammed the BJP over it, over the entire issue. Let's listen in.
सिलेबस भी चेंज कर रहे हैं और नोटबंदी भी की, नोट भी चेंज किए। सिलेबस में जो अच्छी चीज़ें थी वो पूरी निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। देखो, आप टेक्स्ट बुक में बदल सकते हो, लेकिन देश के इतिहास को आप बदल नहीं सकते। और ये कोशिश पूरी आरएसएस की और बीजेपी सरकार की है, इसीलिए वो कितने भी कोशिश करने दो, इतिहास तो मिटने वाला नहीं है। बुक में एक अलग लिखेगा, दूसरा अलग लिखेगा, सिलेबस से चेंज होते जाते हैं, लेकिन हिस्ट्री बदलती नहीं।
Let's now shift focus on what is also creating a bit of a heartburn, and that is references to Mahatma Gandhi and the RSS. They've deleted portions, they've deleted lines which they thought was controversial. Professor Kaur, I want to ask you that, you know, the entire thing about banning of the RSS, which is a historical fact, 1949 it happened, and it was Sardar Patel, you know, who actually signed on the banning of the RSS. What is your opinion about this? I mean, why is it that the students should not learn about it?
Sudhaji, I would like to say I'm not a historian, but I would say that whatever exercise is taken as an educator, as an educationist, I would like to say that whatever exercise is taken, whatever portions that they are saying, they are rationalized, or whatever reason they are giving for saying that they have been taken off from the books. I would suggest that there should be proper representation of academicians, historians, who just discuss what is to be kept in the books and what is not. Because what I think is, whatever portions have been deleted, they are from class 12th and 11th. And when a student takes a subject at class 11th and 12th, they do it at a detailed level. Though a student might have studied photosynthesis in class 3, but when they can also do PhD on it. Saying that it has been rationalized or taken off because it has already been taught in earlier classes is not something that is going to help. We have to rationalize, in the sense we have to see what is to be done in the context of the facts, the secular facts, and whatever facts are to be presented, whether good or bad.
Yeah, you make a very good point about the whole secular ambit, and that's what you've given me a talking point. Mr. Uniyal, we're talking about this is a secular country, 1947. We have the book, which is very sacred to us. Now, let us look at the references to Gandhi. 2 references have been made, actually 3. One is that those, Gandhi, he of course spoke about Hindu-Muslim unity, and people were very angry. Hindu extremists were very angry with him for having done that. Number 2, the banning of the RSS, which I'm again reiterating, is a historical fact. It happened in 1949 by the Loh Purush, whose tallest statue stands in our country today. Third thing I don't agree with about Godse's caste, that he was a Brahmin from Pune. My point is that what do you think a student should not know about this? That Gandhi stood for unity and that the RSS was banned, Mr. Uniyal?
Sudha, undoubtedly that was one part. I'll quote an exact line what Sardar Patel said after banning, taking a cognizance from Jawaharlal Nehru ji in 1948 after the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi ji. He made a committee, and after 6 months of the report of that committee, what that committee said, and a letter has been written by Sardar Patel, the Home Minister that time, to Jawaharlal Nehru, the Prime Minister that time, is report mein he clearly written those lines. What I am reading right now is कि महात्मा गांधी की निर्मम हत्या में संघ का कोई हाथ नहीं है, अतः संघ व संघ की सभी गतिविधियों से प्रतिबंध तुरंत हटाया जाए. This was the version. If you are saying that RSS has been banned for some times, then you have to tell what was the reason behind it, or you have to remove it. And then Brahmin word, you yourself is, everybody says that hum sab Hindu ek. Why Brahmin should be there? Secondly, I'll say about something what Mahatma Gandhi ji realized after a time. Jinnah no freedom. Gandhi ji began his political innings in India with the slogan of Hindu-Muslim unity. Without Hindu-Muslim unity, no freedom. You were right, Sudha. But Gandhi ji concluded after 1940 when he was shocked because due to Pakistan declaration, he realized that his obsession with no freedom without Hindu-Muslim unity was leading the country towards partition.
Yeah, Mr. Unyal, if the RSS was banned, when the RSS was banned and it was banned 2 times, sir, that is also truth. And the truth on the other side is that the ban was also lifted, sir.
No, Sudha, I'll close within 10 seconds. Independence cannot wait. Mahatma Gandhi ji told, Hindu-Muslim unity can. Because that realized him. He took a U-turn. Because when he came to know that 1940 really shocked him.
Yeah,
when Pakistan declaration was
I'm
there.
sorry to be sticking my neck out, but I think Hindu-Muslims is not a nation. There are others also. But nation is sarvopari, like we say in Hindi, than Hindu or Muslim. But you know what? Again, the fact of the matter, an unfortunate fact is, it's all been politicized. Let's listen to what Asaduddin Owaisi had to say about this.
Yes, the changes which have been made in NCERT syllabus, in the political science book, what was taught earlier was that Godse killed Gandhi because Gandhi stood for Hindu-Muslim unity. That has been deleted. RSS was banned after killing of Gandhi. That has been deleted. Dalit writers' views, articles in that book has been deleted. Lessons on democracy have been deleted. So now will BJP say that, oh, there is a, will BJP now teach what, why Godse killed Gandhi? Will now BJP teach that, no, there's a different view? Will now BJP teach that 2002 happened because of, to teach a lesson? Where is BJP taking this country forward? And these are books which are being taught to school children. This is classic fascism in practice in our country.
Right. I want to end this wonderful conversation by having final comments from both. You know, and very quickly, I'm sorry, I'm running out of time. I have read NCERT books. I'm sure both of you have also. At the end of the day, Professor Kaur, would you like to take this question? Don't you think NCERT history books are very boring? They are written in a very staid manner.
See, I would not agree with you totally, because they are giving you facts, and now with various revisions and with various educationists giving inputs, they have tried to bring in boxes, they have tried to bring in case studies, etc. But commenting on rationalization, as has been the talk of the day, we have been suggested that it is based on NCF. Now, about NCF, whether the NCF has come, is it in public domain? And whatever decision NCERT takes, would it be final, or should there be any scope for discussion?
I'm completely, Professor Kaur, I'm so sorry to interject in this fashion, but I've completely run out of time. But my friend, who's a historian author, Vikram Sampath, actually endorses what I think that history books can do better, you know. And thank you to both. Thank you to Professor Kaur for joining us, and also Sanjeev Unyal. I should have given you more time, but there's always a next time in history and also on News 9. Thank you for watching.